What's up, all my Ewoks, triples, droids, and Wookiees? It's Anna, also known as Star Wars Girl, and today I'm going to be painting for you. I'm having a little camera trouble, so I apologize to everyone. I'm trying to get this to work. I don't know why it's being such a pain in the butt. For whatever reason, my camera wouldn't connect to OBS, so I can't have this flipped for you today, so I sincerely apologize. So we're just going to have to do this through OBS. Or excuse me, not through OBS. We're just going to have to do this through StreamYards. Again, everyone, I apologize. What is going on here? Okay, so we are going to be doing a painting tutorial of yellow ochre. So I'm going to go through and do some color mixing of yellow ochre. I hope everyone can hear me okay. Yesterday or the day before, whenever we did it, I cannot remember, we did cerulean blue, so now we are moving on to yellow ochre. Alrighty, now let me find my paints. I hope everyone is having a great day. It's very, very hot where I am, but I went and I got my nails fixed today, so I've been having a nice day. It was a nice spa day for me. All right, let me get to this first color we're going to be mixing it with is white. So let me get that. I'm going to have to buy new white soon. Here we go. Let's put a little bit of white down. So I have talked a few times about how after I'm done with this series of paint studies, and so that way you guys can learn about like color mixing and what happens when you mix certain colors with others. This is a little bit more of a tutorial based. I'm going to be moving on to an eye project, and I want to try to paint an eye every day, or if not every day, every other day. So if you guys are interested in having me paint your eye, I'm going to set some specific criteria. And if you guys are interested, I did create an email. And so that email, I believe, I was going to check it, and then I accidentally logged out of all of my accounts. And so I had just created it. I believe it is, I don't even know what it is. So I'm having like a total brain fart day. I went to go do something, and then all of a sudden I logged out of everything. I'm like, oh no, I don't remember what all my passwords were. You guys, I'm sure, know how that goes. But if you guys, I'll get to, right before the stream ends, I'll let you guys know what that email address is. I'll get it pulled up, and I'll show you guys kind of what the criteria is. But if you guys are interested in something like that, and, seeing what it would be like to have your eyeball painted by me, I think it'll be fun. And what's going to be awesome is like the variations we'll get, because no one is the same unless you're an identical twin. But then I still think there's slight differences between identical twins. Like, I only recently learned that Mary-Kate and Ashley weren't real identical twins, that they're actually fraternal twins. I'm like, how? They look exactly the same, but apparently there's differences. I can tell now that they're older, but I couldn't tell when they were younger. All right, let's get a little bit more on this one. All right, that's a pretty good transition there for the first one. I think so. Let's see. Here we go. But what is up, everyone? There is 23 people here. Thank you so much for being here. Please smash the like button, please, and thank you. I know you guys are saying it's a little bit dark. I apologize. This is just my lighting situation today. I can't really move my other light, so I apologize. Let's see. All right, so now we are moving on to cadmium yellow light mixed with yellow ochre. So let me get this down on here. Now this one you guys will actually be able to see me laying it down. All right, so we can see. There we go. There's some cadmium yellow light. Now, it's just going to make a different type of yellow when I mix these two, which is completely fine. I mix these two actually a lot when I'm doing like blonde hair or gold and stuff like that. Gold, you use a lot more browns, but I do like to put in a little bit of cadmium in there. Let's see. Now, one of the things, I'm using Gamblin oil paints, and one of the things that they like to brag about sometimes is how their cadmium colors aren't toxic, and I'm just like, I'm not sure about that. Cadmium is known for its toxicity, so just don't ingest it, and keep it far away from little children that like to put everything in their mouth, right? Alrighty. Yellow ochre is such a rich color, so it actually does look rather nice with a lot of other colors, which is surprising just based on like how it looks by itself. You wouldn't think that it would mix well with a lot of other colors, but it really does. Let's see. Now, you guys are familiar with me and my content. You guys know yellow is my favorite color. In this instance, I'm more of a cadmium yellow person. I like that bright sunshine type feel to my colors. There we go. I think that's a good transition right there. There we go. F. Oh no, what's going on? Am I frozen? Can you guys hear me? F. Oh no, what's going on? Is there a problem? Let me check it out. But cadmium yellow light is done now. Let's see what is going on. Ooh. Oh no. Let me see. I apologize, everyone. Let me see what's going on. Is it frozen? Oh no. Image bad. Video quality low. Read Anna. Working for me. I can hear you. Image bad. Sounds great though. Okay, let me adjust the... No. There we go. Is that better? That better for everyone? Yay, nay? Not frozen? Let me check my Wi-Fi. It says it's fine. I don't know what's going on. A lot of pixels. I apologize, everyone. I can not better, not frozen. My internet is really low right now because everyone and their mom is on my Wi-Fi right now. The Munchkin is here. Peaches is here. Everyone is on my Wi-Fi, and I can't kick them off. Try kicking a child off the Wi-Fi. Plugging into your router, moving closer. I can't. It's already plugged in. Can't see wave you have under the cam. All right, I don't know what's going on, but I apologize, everyone. Let me see. I might have to just go yell at them inside and say, get off the freaking Wi-Fi while I'm streaming, which will not go over well, but I can eventually figure it out. It'll be like World War III telling a kid to get off of playing Fortnite. I had no idea how much kids were into Fortnite like that. But you know what it is? Because of COVID, they can't play with each other. So they can all like talk to each other via Fortnite. And so that's what a lot of the kids do. Like that's what the Munchkin does. And so it was funny. Her and her cousin, they wanted to play some other game on their tablet. So they opened up Fortnite and they were talking to each other through Fortnite, but not playing Fortnite and playing some other game. It was the silliest thing ever. Let's see. I apologize, everyone. I know the quality is bad. I am sorry. I might have to go run inside and tell her maybe like put on a movie or something, but get off the Wi-Fi because it's messing up my stream. Again, I don't really want to go to war with an 11-year-old. Actually, no, she's still 10. Yeah, she's going to turn 11. She's not 11 yet. Excuse me. I don't really feel like going to war with a 10-year-old. Which, trust me, if any of you guys are been around kids, That's what it could be. She's a very good little girl, though, so she might not give me that much trouble. But I don't know about Peaches, because if he's still damn it. If he's still doing stuff for work, that could be a problem. All right, let me get a little bit more on these ones. Oh, now they're too close. The eyeballing this is a little bit more difficult than I thought it's going to be. Overestimating. Here we go. Going. A little bit. There we go. I think that's about right. Let's see. And how was Legoland? Oh, Legoland was actually really fun. I'm not a Lego person, but the Munchkin is. Like, she is obsessed with Legos. Her 2 favorite things in the world are Legos and Fortnite. Like, that is this kid's whole life, basically. And so I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did, to be completely honest with you, because, again, I'm not really a Lego person. But I loved the little boats. I love the little fairy tale like boat ride. I posted a video of that up on my Instagram. And they had crepes. So we actually got to go to the Lego Movie Land, which is just a section of Legoland, the day it opened. I guess we went there like the day that new section of the park was there. So like we went and it was great. The only thing was that they were testing out the COVID mandates on all the new rides. It was taking so freaking long. And I waited in line for the long line while Peaches and the Munchkin went on this like little kiddie ride. And I could have ridden the long line ride twice, maybe even 3 times. And by the time it took them to get on the one little kiddie ride, because they were training people how to space people out on this ride with COVID. And, it was extremely frustrating because I had to keep letting people go in front of me. And I'm like, I watched you enter this ride and I have been here waiting and everyone has been passing me. It was really frustrating, but we went on it. It was like that couch, the flying couch ride, the triple decker couch thing. And that one was fun. It did the thing where as you're flying, it makes it smell like bubble gum and cotton candy and stuff like that. And so the kid liked it. So that's all that really matters, is the kid had fun. And then, I mean, as somebody that's not interested in Legos, like, that was a fun place to go. I definitely go back again. The food was great too. I love crepes. Crepes are like my favorite thing. Strawberry and Nutella crepes, like I could eat those all day, every day. It's one of my favorite treats. So they had a crepe stand in the Lego movie section world. And second I saw that, I was like, crepes. And Peaches already knows I have like this obsession with crepes. And he's just like, oh yeah, Anna's going to like that. And I was like, crepes. All right, we got that one done. So that was cerulean, or excuse me. It was cobalt teal and yellow ochre. Let's see. Oh no, uh-oh. Okay, my video just went off. I apologize, everyone. Your browser lost connection to your camera. Make sure you have the right camera selected. I do have the right camera selected, you bitch. Okay, I'm going to have to like plug in my camera and unplug it. I apologize, everyone. There we go. The only problem now is it's on the stupid settings. Let me get this. Turn off autofocus for you guys and like the auto light and stuff. Here we go. All right, there we go. Also, everyone, please smash the like button, please, and thank you. I'm going to be going on the Jack Show after this. We got a very special, interesting guest that's going to be coming on. So I think his name is like Jay Hefner. he has a bunch of real dolls that are his girlfriends, and he prefers dating them to human girls. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun time. It's going to be interesting. Look at these colors so far. Has anybody had a favorite painting stream so far? I think for me, I liked the first two just because it was like new colors I had never used before, so it was interesting. But I want to know what your guys' favorite one is. Let's see. So I did create an email address for the eye project. And so I will be posting that email address at the end. I want to go through and show you guys kind of the criteria that I would need if you guys do want to send me a photo of your eye to paint. And that way, because there has to be a certain type of lighting for it and a certain type of clear, or at least it has to be a little bit of higher resolution, so that way I can see it, you know, because I can't really paint something if it's too blurry, because then I can't really make out what it looks like. And so to be as accurate as possible and to create an interesting composition, I do have some requirements, and I created an email address just specifically for the eye project. And so if you email me something that has nothing to do with that, your email is not going to be responded to and will get deleted. So I just want to be very, very clear. So don't try to troll me through a project email, which I don't think anyone in here would do. But I've dealt with enough trolls to know how this goes. So I just want to make that statement and put that out there into the ether. All right, so now, oh, goodness. So now we are moving on to Chronacron magenta. Chronacron magenta. We just finished cerulean blue. Let's see. But it's really nice to see all of your familiar faces in here. Seems to be the same group coming back. So I hope that you guys are enjoying this little series, and it makes me really, really happy to see that. And this channel actually passed 5,000 subscribers. So thank you so much, everyone. That really means a lot to me. And to have you all here for that, it's very, very humbling. So thank you. I'm really excited to take this channel above and beyond what, I have ever imagined. And so I'm really excited about diving in and really growing and doing art streams and, just not only helping you guys learn, but also learning, maybe new techniques myself and, getting to share that experience with you guys. I think that's going to be fun. Ooh, look at how pretty this is. It's making a very pretty color. Let's see. Ooh, Chronacron magenta is so pretty to mix colors with. If I do say so myself. Alrighty, look at that. I think I just need a little bit more on this one. There we go. Alrighty. There we go. Yeah, for the Jack show, which is going to be on Cecil's channel tonight, I'm going to have to tell them to get off the internet. I always like the blues. Yeah, blues are, really pretty hues to work with. So we just finished the one for Chronacron magenta. I think it came out nice. Actually, you know what? I want to add a little bit more because I'm not quite happy with this transition. So let's a little more. There we go. I think it's because this is a very thin paint, so it's kind of transparent. That's why it's not. So I had to add a little bit more of the actual paint to get this transition going. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. That's what I was looking for. All right. Very smooth transition, if I do say so myself. I don't know if you guys can see it very well. You missed the explanation for the mixing of colors. Well, so what I do is I put down the color I'm going to be mixing first. So these are this is the color, the pure color that I'm going to be working on today, which is yellow ochre. And then these are all the other colors in my palette, and I'm going to be doing a 6-part transition with it. So the way that I do that, and I'm going in right now with alizarin crimson, we are now moving into the cool colors from my palette. So what I do is I take a big glob straight out of the tube of the color I'm going to paint with, and I paint a little circle. Then now that a majority of it has come off my brush, because I go a little bit heavier on this first circle, then, you know, I do kind of the same thing, but a little bit lighter. And then I follow that up, same process, a little bit lighter. And then for the next 3, again, lighter, but less. I put down less every single time. And then at the very last circle, I put down almost none. And so then I go in with my pure color, which would be yellow ochre, and I put and I repeat the process, but I do it the opposite direction. And so that's what I'm doing here. Now, alizarin crimson is a staining color, so you kind of have to move fast because it's just going to start staining my canvas and not blend well with the yellow ochre. And so I haven't even added more to my brush. I'm just going in and mixing it straight on. And you can already see that transition. But because, again, this is a staining color, I feel like there's not as much, like it doesn't show the way that I would like it to show. So I go back in and I mix a few times just to get it to the transition that I like. And again, this is to each their own. I know that there's like a proper way to do it, but when I'm painting, I'm doing it at my pace and the way I like to do it. So that way it's enjoyable, because when you're painting, guys, it's hours upon hours. It's not like you sit there for an hour and you're done. If you do, then you're freaking lucky, but that's not the case for most artists. It takes a considerable amount of time, and sometimes it can even be months or even years, especially with oil painting. Jack's show is 11:15. Oh, I have time. We're going to be done early on this one, because I feel like I've gone through this process a lot. But see, even now, I'm not even getting it. I'm not, this is not making me too happy. But that is because alizarin crimson, again, it's like a staining color. So it works really well if you're trying to like do a glaze type of effect. And so when it's mixing, unless you're using like a really thick color, like a cadmium color, it's not going to go through the same way as you can see the thicker colors up there, the cadmiums. And so I have to do this in a little bit more of an intense process than I would like, but it is really good if you just want to add that, pop of color. All right, so I think that's good. I like that better now. I don't know if it's showing up very good on the camera. Yeah, guys, I apologize for my camera issues. I think it's because the Munchkin is inside playing Fortnite, and that is biting into my internet as well as Peaches. I would like you guys to know I pay the most expensive internet I can get where I live, and this is the best internet service in my area, and it still sucks. And there's nothing I can do about it. I'm like, can I just have it directly connected to a freaking satellite? And they said no. And I was like, well, how much does it cost? And they're like, you can't do that. I'm like, that's not my question. I said, how much does it cost? Because don't tell me something is impossible, because I will find a way. Life will find a way. All right, so now we are moving on to ultramarine blue. Ultramarine blue. Now this is going to create an interesting green color for everyone. And again, I'm repeating that process. I'm not adding any more to my paintbrush. I'm just going through and making little circles, and there it gets less and less as I go through. And then now I'm going in, doing the exact opposite. I'm getting yellow ochre directly from the tube on my brush, and I'm going in and mixing in the opposite direction. Here we go. Again, this is going to make a very earthy greenish brown. we go. Look at that. One take, guys. One take. And you don't have fiber optic in California. I don't know what that is. If you guys want to explain to me what that is, you guys can tell me. But guys, when it comes to technology, I'm like, can I just plug it in and it just work? Right? Just plug it in and it just work. Peaches is like here, I can hook up like a TV and a computer. I can figure out where all the plugs go, but if you want me to understand like why it all works and how it all works, fuck no. That is not my area of interest or expertise. So I'm not the one to ask about that. So Peaches would know. Peaches would know. But no, I'm in Southern California, so it doesn't make sense to me, considering how close I am to everything and everyone, why my internet is so shit. And my neighbors say it too, so it's not just me. It must be like just the area that I live in kind of thing, which really sucks. But I mean, what can I do, you know? Not really much I can do. Let's go over this one more time because I want a little darker. I want those transitions to be a little bit more prominent. Oh, there we go. Let's see. There we go. That's good. At least if the power goes out, you can point. Oh, well, I guess that's true. You can point to things. Alrighty. So now we are moving on to burnt umber. Burnt umber, we just finished Viridian. Now, burnt umber is a very powerful color. I think a lot of people take it for granted. It's a fantastic color for your palette. Here we go. There we go. 5G is a scam. Is that what it is? Is that what the fiber optics is? Is that 5G? I don't know. I would just like to be able to not have issues with streams while I'm streaming. Like, I don't really think that's too much to ask for, but apparently that's like asking for the moon, right? I don't know why it's so difficult for an internet service to provide me with a good internet service, especially when I pay for it. It's not fun. It's not fun at all, guys, and it's very frustrating, but I feel like it's probably more frustrating for you guys since you're the ones trying to watch me. I know it's a pet peeve of mine when I'm like watching a stream and the internet's bad, especially when it's like, oh, I really want to see what's going on. All right, there we go. Nice transition there. So now, let me see if I can get it up. Now we are moving on to the last color, which is black. Last color, which is ivory black. Now, a lot of people don't use black in their palettes because the color black doesn't exist, right? There's no, unless you get to a pit of the center of a black hole, true black doesn't actually exist. And so a lot of people won't use black in their palettes. What they'll do is they'll create black with other colors. So the closest that we can get, like in certain areas like of special effects, is like black velvet is sometimes like the darkest that you can get. So if you ever watched the movie Labyrinth, the scene where she's with she goes through the door and there's all the birds that are throwing around their body parts and their heads. So those puppeteers, they had to be against a black background wearing black velvet in the middle of summer, I believe. And so it's the way that they described it is like, oh, they felt bad for them because it was so hot and they're dressed in like heavy black velvet so that way nobody can see them when they were shooting the movie. But so what people will do if they don't have black in their palettes is they will mix burnt umber and ultramarine blue, and sometimes even alizarin crimson. But there are ways you can create black. You can mix burnt umber and viridian. But burnt umber and ultramarine blue is usually the way that they do it. And there we go. I have just completed my palette for, or my color mixes for yellow ochre. So we have number 1, which is titanium white and yellow ochre. We have cadmium yellow light mixed with yellow ochre. We have cadmium red light mixed with yellow ochre. Cobalt teal mixed with yellow ochre. Cerulean blue. You see that transition? I think cobalt teal in it is my favorite, along with this one, which is Chronacron magenta. That's really pretty. Alizarin crimson for number 7 is really pretty as well. Ultramarine blue, viridian, and burnt umber, and then ivory black. So guys, let me know which one you guys like the most in this color mix. Do you guys like titanium white for number 1, cadmium yellow light for number 2, cadmium red light for number 3, cobalt teal for number 4, cerulean blue for number 5, Chronacron magenta for number 6, alizarin crimson for number 7, ultramarine blue for number 8, viridian for number 9, burnt umber for number 10, or ivory black for number 11. And that would be the last row. Let's see. I'll come over here and see what you guys are talking about in the chat. Let's see. 2 and 5. So 2 and 5 is cadmium yellow and then cerulean blue. All right. Number 9, 8 and 9. So you guys like ultramarine blue and viridian. So you guys like those browns and greens, those real earthy tones. That's nice. Number 7. So that's the alizarin crimson. That one's very pretty. 2, 5, and 9. So cadmium yellow, cerulean blue, and 9 is viridian. Ooh, you guys are really liking these greens, huh? 4 and 6. So cobalt teal, that's the one that I like. And then 6, Chronacron magenta. Nice. And then, guys, after this live stream is over, I leave it up live on my channel. Let me know which one, was your favorite. Leave me a comment. That way it helps me out with the algorithm. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about my project that I'm going to be working on after I'm done with the color mixing, which is my eye project. So I sketched out Spock's eye on a tiny canvas. This canvas is, how big is this canvas? Let me see. This canvas is 5 inches by 5 inches. So this is a little canvas. It is like thicker though, so that way I could get a nice frame for it. But what I'm planning on doing is I want to do a Star Trek project where I paint basically every character from Star Trek's eyes. And then maybe I'll do some like nice gold leafing. I got this nice metallic gold paint. And so I painted a canvas just to test it out. So this is like, and maybe I'll do an experiment where I paint and I sketch out 9. I paint it straight onto a metallic paint. So we'll test that out. But so I think it actually brings out the colors better when you mix. So this is actually cadmium red mixed with burnt umber. So cadmium red light mixed with burnt umber. And it creates this rich, warm undertone. And so when you're painting on top of it, it just makes those colors pop, in my opinion. So I personally prefer to have a base color. But so what my plan is to, instead of doing one of these color mixing, I would paint somebody's eye every day or every other day. I would do a live stream painting somebody's eye. So if you guys would like to be my models, or if you know someone and you're like, wow, that person has pretty eyes, or maybe they have ugly eyes and you want to see me make it look pretty with paints, I created an email address where you guys can email me references of eyes. So let me get over to my computer screen. One moment. Let me move my microphone. And let me kind of show you guys the criteria. Now, Ryan, I had seen that you had sent me photos of your eyes. I created an email address, which is tswgstudios.iproject. I'm going to put that in the chat right now. So do not email me yet. Let me show you what my criteria is for eyes. So I'm going to Google Spock so I can show you with Spock. Okay, so let's go to Google Images. Let me share my screen so that way I can get the criteria down for you. So let's go full layout here, if it'll load. So let's look at this picture of Spock right here. Now, the quality isn't perfect, which is okay. Oh, well, that's not a good picture, so don't send me something like that. Let's look at maybe, let's see more. Is there tools, size, large? Okay, here we go. So this is Spock from like the first episode, but let's open image in a new tab. What the heck? I like how it tells me. All right, so as you can see, this is very blurry. So please do not send me a blurry picture like this. But one of the good things about this photo is that you can see light differences. This is a very, this is bright, right? This is almost, I would say, very close to white. So let's say on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being white, 10 being black. So this is about a 2, right? A 2 or a 3, and it's right next to, I would say this would be a 10. This is pure black. So it creates that contrast, right? So that's something that I am looking for. I need contrast to be able to make it, a compelling image. Star Trek eyes. I know. So a lot of times you can tell, like in black and white photos like this one of Spock, again, this is actually probably a better picture to reference. So the clearer the image, the better the painting is going to be. So let's say if I can, how do you do this? Where you just, I'm trying to figure out how to crop this. Okay, so I'll just do this. So, sorry. All right, so let's say this is what I would paint on my canvas. Let me move this over. So about that, you guys can see how we have the darkest darks next to the lightest light. That's how you create the interest in your composition. And so this is what my plan would be to do. So if you don't have to take a picture in black and white, it's actually probably better. It'll be more interesting if you take it in color. But what I would be painting would be just this space around the eye, the eyebrow, and, right here where it touches your nose. But I need a full 1 to 10 scale of values. Now, values, again, are blacks and whites. So if you guys could do this where you have that lighting, where it has this dark shadow, and feel free to crop the photo. If you are making a silly face or something, you don't want me to see that, that's completely fine. You could just take, the best way to do this would just to be like to get your desk lamp and like hold it above your face. And so have the light like right up here above your head. Actually, when you, not William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy is being lit by 2 light sources. You could see there's one coming from this direction and one coming from this direction based on the lighting on his head. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. If you are interested in me doing a painting of your eye, and guys, this is 100% free. I'm not going to charge you to do a painting of your eye. If you guys send me photos of your eye and it looks good, that's letting me know that you are giving me consent to paint your eye. And I will just do, maybe an hour live stream where I do a painting of somebody's eye. I'll have to sketch it out and, just show you guys my process. That way you guys can see it and you guys can learn. What would you guys think about that? And yeah. So let me put the eye. So this is the email address. Please do not send me anything else to this email address. If you do send me something, if you send me a private message that does not have to do with this project, it will get deleted. This is not what I have a separate email address, which is that Star Wars girl. If you want to send me your personal messages, that's where you send them. Please do not send me porn. Please do not ask me out. I have a boyfriend. I'm very happy. So just to make that clear, please do not spam this. If you do, your email address will be blocked. Just an FYI to anyone. But thank you, everyone. That is the next project I will be working on after I'm done with this project. So the next color I am going to be painting is going to be Alizarin Crimson. Alizarin Crimson will be the next color palette that I will be going through. So everyone, the Jack Show is going to start very, very soon. So let's all go over to Cecil Says' channel. And until next time, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you all have a great rest of your night, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And may the force be with you, because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye, everyone.